Hello everybody and welcome to Undecima. Undecima is a new online browser strategy multiplayer game, and in this video we are going to complete the game's tutorial and have a look at and get a feel for how to play the game. I will cover and explain quite a lot of things in this video, and if you are looking for a particular tutorial step, you can press show more in the video's description, and there will be time markers for each tutorial step. And if you are not looking for any explanations and just want to see how to complete this tutorial as quickly as possible, you may want to watch this video. The link is in the upper right corner. Okay, let's start. After registering and activating your account, you can log in and start playing. As soon as we start, the tutorial pops up. So first a little about how to use this tutorial. You can close it by clicking here or anywhere outside of the tutorial screen, and open it again anytime by clicking here. The tutorial will pop up again on its own whenever you finish any tutorial step. You can click here to see the tutorial help and read yourself everything what I'm saying now and a bit more. All steps of the tutorial are accompanied with step-by-step instructions, which you can see in this panel. You can minimize it or expand it, and every time you advance to a new tutorial step, if it was minimized, it will expand automatically. You don't have to complete the tutorial for playing Undecima, and you can dismiss it by clicking this button. But I would recommend following it along, as it will make it much faster to develop your town. You will get a better understanding of the game's concepts and will be rewarded with gold, food, troops, coins of Chronos, and even some days of premium account. If you dismissed your tutorial for whatever reason, you can always resume it in your preferences under the account menu, and it will pick up from wherever you left. Okay, let's open it again and click Next. Each tutorial step will give you some information about the game, the task to complete, a screenshot to make it easier, and the reward that you will receive on completion of this step. Let's read the first step. You start playing in a small village, and to develop it to a big and prosperous town, you need a place for your builders and craftsmen to work. The task is to start constructing the building quarters in your village hall, and will get 100 gold and 100 food for completing this step. Okay, let's close the tutorial and click our village hall. The village hall is the only building you have at the moment, and you can see here how much gold you have, how much gold you are making per hour, what's your maximum capacity for storing gold, how much food you have, how much food you are making per hour, and what's your maximum capacity for storing food. We can see that we have one soul gem, we'll talk about them later, and we can also see that there is one task that we can execute. Click Build, and this tutorial step is completed. After construction of our building quarters is done, we can build there more structures for our town. We can collect it now and move to the next step. Next tutorial step, resources. There are two resources in the game, gold and food. Your village hall provides you with both gold and food at the moment, but it will not be enough to support your growing village. The farm will be a better and more reliable source for food when you upgrade your village to a town. And the actual task is to start construction of the farm in your building quarters. Okay, we can close the tutorial. The arrow is blinking over the building quarters. Let's click it. And here highlighted is our farm. A few words about the building quarters. The building quarters will be one of the most frequently visited buildings in the game, as this is the place where you are going to develop your town. Production efficiency 35% means that your building quarters is not yet working to its full capacity, and it takes longer to complete your building tasks. As you keep upgrading it, it will become more and more efficient. Upkeep, that's how much gold and food this building requires per hour to operate. Now let's click OK to start construction. And this tutorial step is done. When you start a task, you can see its status in the building where you started it, and on your town view screen next to this building as well. You can also see all your tasks on your ongoing task screen and on your taskbar. We are going to have a look at them just a bit later. For now, let's collect our reward and continue, as the next tutorial step is timed and connected to this one. Roll up your sleeves. You, as a player and as the ruler of your future town, have the ability to help your workers to accelerate completion of various tasks around your town. It is indeed a very useful ability, and the task is to help your workers in your building quarters to accelerate construction of your farm. Let's just do it. Close tutorial. We are in the building quarters already. Click Roll up your sleeves and stay on the screen until your work is done. You can see that while you are working, the time is running a bit faster. Very well, the job is completed and this tutorial step is done. Every time you help your workers or do any other town job, you will use some of your stamina. The stamina is your ability to perform various tasks, and it will recover itself over a time. It takes 1 hour to fully recover your stamina from 0 to 100%. That's our stamina, and that's the timer that shows when it will be fully restored. If you for some reason didn't have enough time to roll up your sleeves in this tutorial step and your farm was completed without your help, don't worry too much. There will be a message that you were a bit too late, but you still can continue with the tutorial and will have more chances to roll up your sleeves later. For now, let's go back to the tutorial, collect our reward and continue. Farm hands. You can see details for your food production and consumption in your farm, and you can also hire some help to produce more food. Hire the farm hands in your farm. Let's have a look at our farm. Here it is. Let's have a look inside. The farm is producing food for our town, and we can see how much food we have now. Food balance, which is food production minus food consumption, and that's how much food is produced and consumed per hour. If we click here, we'll see a breakdown on food upkeep for each building. We have 3 at the moment. And if we click here, we would see a breakdown on food upkeep for all units, but we don't have any at the moment. The cellar size is how much food will be hidden and saved if enemy attacks you, and town silos is the maximum capacity of food your town can store. Right under here you can see when your silos are going to be full and at which point you will start wasting your food. If you have a negative food balance, it will show you when you are going to run out of food. That's the gold and food upkeep for your farm to keep it working. Your food production, cellar size and town silos will grow with every upgrade of your farm. That's it for the farm for now. Let's get back to our task. Here it is. Farm hands, ready to work, will produce extra food. Click hire. OK. It will take 1 hour for your farm hands to complete their work. After the work is completed, you can collect all the food they produce and they will take a 1 hour break to rest. After the break is over, you can hire them again. We'll check it later when it's done. For now, collect your reward and continue. Farming. Besides helping your workers in your building quarters, you can also help your farmers on your farm and do some farming, producing extra food. There will be quite a few town jobs when you will be able to roll up your sleeves and do various tasks around your town using your stamina, and we'll see them all later. Farming as well as farm hands will produce extra food, but it is faster and you will use your stamina instead of gold. Let's roll up our sleeves. Done. We produced 89 food and this tutorial step is completed. As you do various jobs around your town, your experience will grow and you will become more proficient in particular skills. For example, if you do farming, your farming skill will grow. After you do a certain number of jobs, you will level up in this skill, increasing amount of resources you are producing, time for accelerating your tasks, and reducing amount of stamina that you use for each job of this kind. Very well, the more grinding we do, the better will be the outcome. And after a few levels, it will be quite significant. Let's collect our reward and continue. Next one, Soul Gems. Soul Gems are magical relics that sustain your town in the world of Undecima and allow you to advance to the next levels. You start playing with one Soul Gem that is kept in your village hall, but it's not safe there. A much better place to keep your Soul Gems and artifacts is the keep. Start construction of the keep. Your stamina has been fully restored. Here you can make a mental note that you can use up all your stamina between tutorial steps, as every time when it may require you to roll up your sleeves, your stamina will be fully restored. Let's have a look at our town. Farmers are working. Let's go to the building quarters and start construction of our keep. This step is done now. After construction is completed, your soul gems will be moved to your keep. And when it's done, we'll have a look inside the keep and talk about it. For now, let's close the tutorial and check your ongoing tasks. Ongoing tasks were mentioned in one of the previous steps, and if you want to revisit any particular step, you can go to the tutorial help, tutorial all steps. Here you can either select a particular step or just click through until you find the one that you are after. That's the one. We skip this part and it says that we can see ongoing tasks on the town view, on your ongoing task screen, here, or on your taskbar. The dots will show that there are some tasks getting completed at that time, and you can hover your mouse over a dot to see more info on these tasks. Let's go back to the building quarters and help our workers to build the keep. Click Roll up your sleeves and stay on the screen until you finish working. All done, and we can have a look at our keep. Town view. That's our keep. Let's have a look inside. As you can see, your soul gem has been moved to the keep and is now sitting in its socket waiting for more to come. When you collect all 7, you will activate a soul orb, and your town with all your troops and buildings will be transferred to the next level. Current strength shows how many attacks your keep can withstand, protecting your soul gems from enemy troops. Currently it's 25%, and it can withstand 1 attack. For each level, and therefore maximum, it will add 1 extra attack to withstand. Each successful enemy attack can damage 1 level of your keep, but only if they have siege weapons. When all levels of your keep are damaged, the enemy will capture 1 soul gem. It works the same when you are attacking other players. Artifact protection is currently 10%, meaning that the enemy will have a 90% chance to capture a random artifact from your town, but only if the attack was successful and if you have any artifacts. There is no need for siege weapons for capturing artifacts. And when you capture some artifacts yourself, you can see them all here. The keep is intact at the moment, there are no damaged levels, but if you have any, you can repair them in your building quarters. Repairing in general is much faster than building, and you can repair damaged levels for your keep, walls and towers. Okay, let's open the tutorial again, collect our reward and continue. Maps and surroundings. You can check your surroundings on the local map and you can see the whole map level on the global map. Check your surroundings on the local map. Let's go to the local map and check our surroundings. A bit more about how the map is structured. Each level is the size of 200 by 200 fields. You can see coordinates here and here, and divided into cells of 5 by 5 fields. The cells are marked by a thin border, and there can be only one town in one cell. There are plenty of map objects around, including altars, bastions, dungeons, ruins of Decima, and towns of other players. We'll have a look at them later. To move around the map, just use these arrows. When you hover your mouse over any object, you will see what it is, who it belongs to, and what it does. So, to complete this tutorial step, we just need to click and select any object. Let's do it. Done. After you select a map object, you can see detailed information about this object and all available actions that you can do with this object on the Field Info panel on the right hand side. That's the panel, and we selected a dungeon. Before we continue, let's have a quick look at the global map. Here you can see all players on your level, and as we just started playing, this is level 1. There are a total of 11 levels, and you can switch between them just by selecting level in this drop-down box. Your town is yellow or golden, and as we just started to play, all other players are neutral to us. Again, you can hover over any cell, click it if you want to select it, and zoom in to inspect it on the local map. Okay, let's go back to the tutorial, collect our reward and continue. Town protection and exploring. When you start playing the game, your town is under the novice protection and other players cannot attack or scout you. But if you try attacking or scouting other players yourself, it will cancel your protection right away. That's our protection and we are still safe. You still can scout, attack or explore neutral map objects. The ruins of Decima is one of these objects and you can explore them with your scouts, and that's our task as well. As we have been rewarded some scouts for the previous tutorial step, we can do this task right away. As you can see, all ruins of Decima are blinking on the screen. We can select the closest and we can explore it with 10 scouts. Send troops. 10 scouts we have. Explore is selected already. Click Send Troops. OK. That's a confirmation screen. We can see where we're sending our troops, how long it will take, distance to the target, and completion time. Click OK and we are done. The ruins of Decima are the remains of an ancient civilization, and your scouts can discover there some gold, coins of Chronos, and even some lost troops. Be aware though of angry spirits that your scouts can accidentally disturb while searching through the ruins. When your scouts complete their mission, you will receive an exploration report and can send another party to explore another ruins. No need to wait for your scouts to return back to your town. You can explore each ruins once a day, one at a time. We'll do that and we'll have a look at the exploration report when our scouts complete exploring. For now, let's collect our reward and continue. Communication. You will receive various notifications and alerts after your tasks are completed or something happens in the game that requires your attention. You can also send and receive messages to and from other players. You can see all this communication in your inbox under the Messages menu. And the task is to read a message for this tutorial step. Let's check our inbox. This little exclamation sign means that we have some unread messages, and if you hover your mouse over it, it will show you how many. We have 6. These 4 are notifications for work being done. That's our exploration report. Let's have a look. Our scouts discovered some coins of Chronos. Later about them. Let's open this message. And tutorial step is completed. You can read this message on your own. There is some useful information. Okay, when your troops complete their mission, there will be a link to a corresponding report on the troops order screen. We'll check it later. Collect your reward and continue. Growing up. Now your village is big enough to build a town hall and become a town. The town hall is the main building in the town and provides your town with gold. Start building the town hall. Let's do it. Click OK to start construction and we are done. As you complete various tasks and missions, you earn points that are accumulated into your score and used for calculating your overall rank. You can see the overall ranks for other players and for yourself under the player menu. You can earn points and improve your score by fighting, building, upgrading and researching. Let's have a look. We can go here, player, overall ranks, or we can just click here on our score and it will take us to the same screen. Our current rank is 58. Still plenty of room for improvement. Now go back to the tutorial. This step is timed as well. Collect reward and continue. Coins of Chronos. You can accelerate completion of your tasks by rolling up your sleeves, but you can also give a boost to your tasks with the Coins of Chronos. The Coins of Chronos are mysterious relics of an ancient civilization that discovered the secret of time manipulation. These coins can be found mainly in the ruins of Decima by your scouts while they are doing exploring. Boost construction of your town hall with the Coins of Chronos. Building quarters. Click Boost. That's all the coins we have, and that's how much we need to complete the task. Click OK to complete it. There are bronze, silver and gold coins of Chronos, and they are counted in the same way as the time. It means that there are 60 bronze coins in one silver coin, and 60 silver coins in one gold coin. While boosting your task, they will be converted into hours, minutes and seconds. In other words, when you are looking at the coins, you can consider bronze as seconds, silver as minutes, and gold as hours of boosting. This reward, for example, will give a 15-minute boost to any task that can be boosted, and boosting in this context is just making your task to complete faster. One thing to note, you can specify how many coins you want to use for boosting, but minimum is 1 silver coin or 1 minute. You can see the balance of your coins of Chronos in the treasury of Chronos. Let's have a look. Town, treasury of Chronos, and that's all our coins. You can convert your coins into days of premium account here as well. Let's send our scouts to explore more ruins. Maybe they will find more coins and then we will complete this tutorial step. Map, local map, select the ruins, send troops, 10 scouts again, explore, send troops. This time it will take longer. Press OK and it's done. Let's go back to the tutorial and complete this tutorial step. Tax collectors. Now you can see details for your gold income and expenses in your town hall, and you can also hire tax collectors there. They work in a similar way as farm hands, but will generate gold instead. They will require a longer 3-hour resting period, and you can hire them again after this period is over and after you collect the gold they produce. That's our town hall. Let's have a look inside. The town hall is similar to the farm, but instead of food, it generates gold for our town. You can see how much gold you have, your town income, which is town revenue minus town expenses. Your town revenue is how much gold is generated per hour, and town expenses is your total gold upkeep per hour. You can see upkeep details for each building here, 4 buildings at the moment, and for all your troops here, 10 scouts. Town coffers is the maximum capacity of gold your town can store, and that's the countdown till your coffers are totally full or completely empty. Again, town revenue and town coffers will grow with each upgrade of your town hall. But town hall does not provide any protection for your town gold. You will have to build a bank for this, and we'll have a look at the bank when we build it. The task was to hire tax collectors, so let's do it. Besides getting points and building up your score to compete with other players, there are personal achievements that any player can try to accomplish. Your own achievements are accessible under the player menu, and you can see achievements of other players by following a link on their profiles. Let's have a quick look. Player achievements. We have nothing unlocked yet. You can hover your mouse over them and it will explain you what it is and how to get it. These achievements are covering a wide range of activities in the game, and each achievement has 5 levels: iron, steel, copper, silver and gold. Unlocking the first 3 levels of each achievement will give you a gold reward, but the last 2 levels, silver and gold, will give you gold and some days of premium account as well. Before we continue, let's check our scouts who were supposed to explore the ruins. We'll go to the troops, troop orders, and here we can see all troops coming to or returning from their missions. That's our scouts returning from the ruins. And here we can see what they have discovered. That's a link to a report. This time, unfortunately, they have found nothing. Probably we'll have a better luck next time. Okay, let's go back to the tutorial and continue. Building requirements. Building and upgrading of your structures can have requirements that you have to meet before you can start building or upgrading them. Start upgrading your town hall to level 2 in your building quarters. Let's have a look. Show unavailable, and we need to upgrade our town hall to level 2. But before we can do it, we need to upgrade building quarters to level 2. Very good, let's do it. We can roll up our sleeves here because it's only 58 seconds. Done. Here we go. When you upgrade your buildings, you improve their efficiency. Some of them, like your town hall and farm, will produce more gold and food. The others, like your building quarters, will work faster. Very good. Collect reward and continue. What's in the name? Now that your town is growing, it's probably a good time to give it a personal touch. Change your town name to something else. This one is simple. Click this button. Type in anything. Click Save. And we are done. You can change it as many times as you want, and you can use any language you want as well. Next to your town name, you can see a location, map level and coordinates. And if you click it, it will take you to the local map with your town selected and centered. Next to your location is your current score, and clicking it will take you to the overall ranks screen. On the right hand side you can see how much gold and food you have at the moment, and your current gold income and food balance. The red color on the picture below shows that there is no more storage space for food and it's been wasted. Okay, let's move on. Watchful and ready. After your protection is over, other players can scout or attack your town, so you better get ready. The Watchtower can detect incoming attacks before they reach your town, and you can also train scouts there. Build the Watchtower and start training scouts. Let's see how we can do it. Town view, building quarters, requirements, farm level 2. Okay. We have plenty of coins of Chronos, so we will be boosting our tasks to speed the things up. But when you are playing on your own, it's up to you whether you want to spend your coins, roll up your sleeves, or just sit and wait until it's all done. Now Watchtower, and boost it again. Town view, here it is. You can train your scouts here, and we'll do it in a minute. Training efficiency is how fast your scouts are trained. Attack detection is currently 40%. The higher it is, the more chances you have to detect enemy attacks before they hit your town. A fully upgraded Watchtower will detect every enemy attack. If and when enemy attack is detected, you will get a notification in your inbox. You will see incoming enemy troops in your troop orders, on your ongoing task screen, and on your taskbar. It will be a red dot. This ability is very important as it can give you just enough time to prepare your defenses, so do not ignore it and upgrade your Watchtower when you can. Okay, let's start training 10 scouts. You can monitor your troop activities and interact with them on the screens under the Troops menu. Troops in town will show you town troops and reinforcements from your allies currently stationed in your town, and troop orders will show you troop maneuvers that are out of town, incoming friendly reinforcements, and detected enemy attacks. Okay, collect reward and continue. Master of Stealth. Before attacking any target, you should try scouting it first. If your scouting is successful, you will get information on your opponent's troops, the level of defensive structures, and some other useful intel. Note, your scouts can be intercepted while scouting, but as long as even one scout survives, your scouting is successful and you will get all information in your scouting report. Send your scouts to scout a bastion. Map, local map. Before we send our troops out, let's have a closer look at our surroundings. That's our town and that's our cell. All towns are always owned by other players and can be scouted, attacked, or reinforced, but cannot be conquered. One player can have only one town in the game. That's a bastion. And they are all blinking, because we are supposed to scout one of them. Bastions are always neutral, and you can scout or attack them. All of the bastions will have gold, and some will have a soul gem as well. Those are the hardest to take, as they will be quite heavily guarded. That's a dungeon. Dungeons are always neutral as well, and you can scout or attack them. All of the dungeons will have gold, and some will have an artifact as well. Again, those are the hardest to take. As you can imagine, thieves wouldn't be too willing to part with their treasure. That's an altar. Altars are initially neutral, but can be captured and recaptured by other players after defeating guards and lowering their loyalty. All autos give different bonuses to your town, and there are 8 different types of autos. This one, for example, increases the efficiency of your building quarters by 10%. One player can have 2 autos of each kind or 16 autos in total. That's a mercenary camp. Mercenary camps are always neutral, and you can hire mercenaries from them. You cannot attack or scout a mercenary camp. And that's the ruins of Decima, and we have seen them already. Okay, let's scout a bastion now. Select any bastion. Click Send Troops. 10 scouts. Scout. Send troops. A veteran scout agreed to join your party, and your scouts will arrive there sooner than expected. Awesome. One more time OK, and we are done. After your scouting is completed and you know how many and what kind of troops you are going to face, it would be a good idea to check and see if you have a chance of defeating them. You can do that by using your battle calculator. Very good. When our scouting is completed, we'll have a look at our battle calculator, collect your reward, and continue for now. Getting ready for action. To protect your town and carry out military missions, you need a strong army, and you can start building it in your barracks. The barracks allow you to train basic town troops, such as pikemen, axemen, archers, and horsemen. Start construction of the barracks in your building quarters. Very good, let's do it. That's our town, building quarters. By now you should have a handle on building and upgrading. The barracks require upgrading the farm, and the farm requires upgrading the town hall. We'll use our coins of Chronos again to boost all construction. First town hall, next farm, and finally the barracks. Training your troops will cost you gold and food, and after training is completed, your troops will have gold and food upkeep subtracted from your income. You can see details for your gold and food expenses in your town hall and farm, and we have seen it already. When interacting with your troops, you will notice the troops power attribute, which is a measure for a collective strength of your army or a battle group, a smaller army. The troops power is the sum of the unit power for each unit in this group. In general, the higher the unit power, the stronger the unit. This one you will see very often, and you should understand it well. You can see it on your town screen, here, on your troop screen, in your reports, and in many other places. Okay. Collect reward and continue. Training troops. Being able to train troops fast can be an essential trait, and you can use your training troop skill and coins of Chronos to accelerate and boost training of your troops. Start training axemen and accelerate their training with your training troop skill. Town view, barracks, but as you can see the arrow is not pointing at the barracks. Let's have a look inside. And it was not pointing on the barracks, because for training axemen we need to upgrade our barracks to level 2. Okay. Building quarters. Barracks level 2 requires the building quarters level 3. Let's start upgrading. Boost. Now barracks. Boost again. Go to barracks. And now we can train them. 10 axemen. A new way to roll up your sleeves. And it's almost done. Okay. All units in the game, town troops, mercenaries and neutral guards, are classified as infantry, ranged, mounted, and elite troops, and they all have set of special abilities. Here, 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 and there. Units with the attack ability have a significant bonus to their attributes while attacking, but suffer a penalty when they have to defend. Defenders are other way around, good in defense but bad in offense. And please remember this rule. Use attackers for attacking and defenders for defenders. All units have counter abilities as well, and can do extra damage when fighting particular unit types. And here. Make sure you check units' special abilities when planning attack or defense. To see units' help in the game, you can click in any training facilities on their name, or you can click on their icon here, or you can click on their icon here. Okay, back to the tutorial. Command and Conquer. It's time to get serious. Round up your troops and attack the bastion that you scouted before. Check your chances of winning with your battle calculator. Very good. First, let's have a look at our scouting report. Right here. We have some gold, no soul gem, and only 5 guards. Go to your battle calculator. Using battle calculator, you can run simulations of battles and see how different troops stand against each other. So we are going to check if we have a chance of winning against those guards. We have 11 X-Men versus 5 guards. Click calculate, and that's a victory. But before we continue, let's prove the first rule of engagement: attackers for attacking and defenders for defending. Let's change defenders to might to have talent troops. Let's put 20 X-Men in defense. Click calculate. As you can see, 11 X-Men in attack are stronger than 20 X-Men in defense. If you replace these 20 X-Men with, say, 20 pikemen, which are generally weaker than X-Men, you will see a different result. But again, replace this 11 X-Men with 40 pikemen and click calculate. And as you can see, 20 pikemen are stronger in defense than 40 pikemen in offense. Okay, back to the tutorial. Map, local map. The blinking bastion is the one that we scouted. Click it to select. Here you will see all recent reports for this map object. Send troops, all X-Men, attack, send troops. One more time and this tutorial step will be completed. If you close your tutorial window, you will see your troops bravely heading to their target. Pay attention to the scheduled maintenance task. You can see it on the ongoing task screen, here, and on the taskbar, here. Scheduled maintenance starts every day at 23:30 Undecima time and lasts for 15 minutes. During the scheduled maintenance, all neutral map objects are restocked with gold and valuables and repopulated with troops. This one is very important. Please remember this. When planning your scouting and attacking against a neutral target or repeating attacks against the same neutral target, try timing them to finish all before the scheduled maintenance starts or start your attacks after the maintenance is over. The battle for the bastion should be completed by now. Let's check our messages. We won the battle. We can see here some basic information on attackers and defenders, breakdown for troop losses, and battle results. We looted 100 gold. Very good. Collect your reward and continue. Market and trading. The market is the trading center of your town and another source of your gold income. We'll have a closer look at the market when it's built. Start building the market in your building quarters. Okay. Building quarters. The market requires upgrading the farm to level 4, and the farm requires upgrading the town hall to level 4. Boost. Now the farm. Boost again. And finally the market. Besides building up your overall rank, you can check your progress on the weekly ranking screen, accessible under the player menu. Let's have a look. There are 4 different categories: Fighter of the Week, Builder of the Week, Innovator of the Week, and Raider of the Week. All top 10 players in each category are awarded medals and ribbons shown on their profiles, and players who achieved rank number 3 or higher get some free days of premium account. Now back to the tutorial and collect more coins of Chronos so we can keep boosting our tasks. Tradesmen. Now, as you have the market, you can hire tradesmen, who can sell the excess of your food to your townsfolk. The tradesmen work in a similar way as farmhands and tax collectors, but it will cost more food to hire them, and they will produce gold in return. It is basically a way of exchanging your food for gold. Hire the tradesmen in your market. Let's have a look at our town. It has a slightly different look now. The town hall is taller, the farm is bigger, we have some piggies, and that's our market. The market is the most versatile building in your town. At the moment it's level 1, so it will only provide your troops with supply wagons, which will increase the amount of loot your troops can collect after a successful attack. As you keep upgrading your market, you will unlock more of its features, such as caravans, available at level 5, which allow you to send gold, food and artifacts to other players. The food market, available at level 10, where you can buy and sell food from and to other players. The bazaar, available at level 15, where you can trade your artifacts with other players. And finally, the black market, available at level 20, where you can buy and sell food and artifacts from and to NPC traders. One thing to mention, all trading can be done only between players on the same map level. Let's have a look at your send troops screen to check on supply wagons. We need to select attack, and now to equip your troops with supply wagons, we tick supply wagons. Bear in mind though, they will slow your troops down. Okay, let's complete this step. Market, press hire, and OK. The efficiency of your tradesmen depends on the level of your market. The higher the level of your market, the better the return from your tradesmen. The efficiency of your farmhands depends in a similar way on the level of your farm, and the efficiency of your tax collectors depends on the level of your town hall. As you can see here, that's quite a significant return. OK, collect reward and continue. Trading hours. The market is yet another place where you can roll up your sleeves and help your traders. Roll up your sleeves and do some trading on your market. Similar to farming, here we go. Done. The efficiency or job output of your skills depends on the level of this particular skill, but it's also affected by the level of your farm for farming, the level of your market for trading, and your current map level for all other skills: building, training, troops, and researching. You can see all parameters and stats for your skills in your throne room, accessible under the Town menu. Let's have a look. Town, Throne room. That's all jobs that you can do around your town. Building is to speed up building and upgrading tasks in your building quarters. Farming is to produce some food in the farm. Trading is to produce some gold in your market. Researching is to speed up researching upgrades in your blacksmith and library. We'll have a look later. And training troops is to speed up training your troops in your watchtower, barracks, and the training facility of a particular town class when you research it. You can see here how many jobs you've done so far and how many to the next level, your job output for this level and the next one, and how much stamina it takes now and will take on the next level. Very good, back to the tutorial. Collect reward and continue. Rams and cats. The siege workshop will provide your troops with rams and catapults, which can be used for breaking through enemy town walls, bombarding towers, and damaging enemy's keep. Upgrading the siege workshop will increase the efficiency of all siege weapons. Start building siege workshop in your building quarters. Okay. Town view. Building quarters. The siege workshop requires upgrading the barracks to level 3, and the barracks require upgrading the keep to level 2. Let's do it. First keep, boosted. Now the barracks. Still have enough coins. And finally, the siege workshop. There are two types of siege weapons in the game: rams and catapults. Rams are faster and available from level 1, but can attack only walls. Catapults are slower and available from level 5, but they can attack both walls and towers. We'll see how to equip them in a moment. And you can read this rather important note on how to capture soul gems from other players. Okay, let's boost and finish construction of our siege workshop first. Construction of our siege workshop is completed, and we have more free upgrades for our buildings. Excellent. Now we can equip siege weapons, troops, send troops, again select attack. It works the same way as supply wagons, just tick equip with rams, and you will be able to equip catapults when you upgrade your siege workshop to level 5. Back to the tutorial, collect reward and continue. Player profile. You can see your own player profile under the player menu, and you can see profiles of other players by clicking their name anywhere in the game. Update a personal message. Okay. Player profile. That's our profile, and we can see here some basic information, a link to the current location, a town class. We can send messages from here, and a link to player achievements. The order of Undecima progress. You need to log in every day for 100 days to get it. And we have no rewards yet. Okay, let's complete this tutorial step. Click this button, type anything. You can put your motto, some smart quotes, or even some ASCII image. I will put hello world. Click save, and we are done. Collect reward and continue. No picking. Your scouts can intercept enemy scouts trying to scout your town if you assign your scouts to be on watch in your garrison. The more scouts you have and the higher level of your garrison is, the less likely your enemy would succeed in scouting your town. Build the garrison and assign your scouts to be on watch. Okay, let's go to our building quarters. The garrison requires upgrading the barracks to level 5, and the barracks require upgrading the building quarters to level 5. Let's start with building quarters. Spending all our coins, and now the barracks. Boost again. Note one thing, as you upgrade your building quarters, the time for all construction tasks is reducing, and consequently the amount of coins required for boosting is reducing as well. Now let's build the garrison. And we run out of coins. We'll have to wait. You can roll up your sleeves, or probably you will have more coins if you did some exploring. Construction of our garrison is completed. More free upgrades. Very good. Let's go to our town view. That's our garrison. The main attribute of the garrison is scout interception, which is currently 35%. When you have it at 100%, it will take one of your scout to catch one enemy scout. At the moment, it will take almost 3 of your scouts to catch one enemy scout. In order to catch enemy scouts, your scouts should be assigned to be on watch. We can do it simply by clicking this button, and that will complete the tutorial step as well. But before we continue, a few more words about the garrison. Your troops can be in one of two states. All of the troops by default are on guard. You can assign your scouts to be on watch, and you can assign all other troops to be in reserve. So what is the difference? When troops are in reserve or on watch, they will not engage in fighting when your town is under attack until all your troops on guard are defeated. And why is it useful? Your scouts and offensive units, like these X-Men, are not good in defense, especially offensive units. So it might be a good idea to try defending with your defensive troops and save your offensive for retaliation. After all troops on guard are defeated, all other troops will engage in battle. That's it for the garrison. Collect your reward and continue. Hammer and Anvil. You can improve the efficiency of your units by researching upgrades in your Blacksmith. Build the Blacksmith and start researching an upgrade for one of your units. Okay. Town view, building quarters. The Blacksmith requires upgrading the barracks to level 6, and the barracks require upgrading the building quarters to level 7. Let's start upgrading and boosting for as many coins as we have, and then we'll have to wait a little. Boost. Barracks. Boost again. And the Blacksmith. Boost. Almost there. Construction of our Blacksmith is completed now, and let's have a look. Here it is. At the moment we can research upgrades only for our scouts, and if we click Show Unavailable, it will show us all units and their requirements for researching upgrades for them. When you research a town class in your library, all available town class units will be here as well. Let's start researching an upgrade for our scouts. This tutorial step is completed as well. You have to assign upgrade points to one of the attributes, attack, defense or damage of your unit after research is completed. And we'll do it when our upgrade is done. You can accelerate researching of blacksmith upgrades by your researching skill, roll up your sleeves, or by boosting them with coins of Chronos. Yes, we can do it here or there, but we don't have any coins left. Collect reward and continue. Time is money. The bank will protect some of your gold from enemy attacks. As you keep upgrading your bank, the size of the vault and the amount of gold your bank can protect will increase. Start building the bank in your building quarters. And we will. Building quarters. We'll need to upgrade our building quarters and our town hall. Let's start. Boost. We have enough for this one. And building quarters, we'll have to wait until this one is completed. I'm not doing it in this video to save you precious time, but when you are playing on your own, you can keep exploring these ruins around your town, which can result in more coins of Chronos. And you can do quite a lot of rolling up your sleeves, as for every step where you need to build something, your stamina would be restored. Okay, before we make a pause, let's have a look at our blacksmith. No timer, meaning research is completed. Available upgrade points 1. You can click it whether you have available points or not to see unit attributes. And here you can assign your upgrade points to one of the attributes. Which one is up to you to decide and figure out. I will increase defense as pikemen are defensive units. You can unlearn it, but it will cost you some gold. Okay, now I will make a pause and wait until our building quarters. All done, and we are building the bank now. Starting from level 4, you will be able to borrow some gold from your bank, and after upgrading your bank to level 8, you will be able to invest some gold as well. Upgrading your bank will increase the efficiency of your financial operations, you will get better rates and will be able to borrow or invest more gold. We'll have a quick look inside the bank when it's done. Almost there, one more step after this one. War and peace. If you attack or scout another player, it will start a war, but if you want to show your good intentions to your neighbors, you can make a peace offer. You can see all players on the same map level as you on the global map, accessible under the map menu. Make a peace offer to another player. Okay. Let's check our neighbors. Global map. That's all our neighbors. It doesn't really matter who you select, as we don't need to have this offer accepted to complete this step, so pick anyone appealing to your eye. Let's choose somebody with high score. This one. Click the name. And as you can see here, we can offer peace or declare war. Offer peace. Okay. And we are done with this step. You can see and manage your diplomatic states on the diplomacy screen, accessible under the player menu. All players by default are in the neutral state with each other. Two players can be in peace, in war, or can be allies. Only allies can reinforce each other's towns. There are no tribes or clans in Undecima, and all diplomatic relations are strictly between two players. Let's have a look at the diplomacy screen. Player. Diplomacy. We don't have any diplomatic relations yet. No diplomatic penalties. Good, but probably better explained here. You will get a backstabbing penalty which will affect your troops' morale and luck for a number of days if you attack a player with whom you are in peace or alliance. So, to avoid this penalty, first cancel your alliance and then declare war. The penalty for attacking your allied player is much harsher than attacking a player with whom you are just in peace. We have one diplomatic offer, that we just made. If somebody makes an offer to you, you will see it here as well. All offers expire after some time, or you can cancel them anytime you want before that. And here you will see all the diplomatic actions. One more thing to mention one more time. All diplomatic relations can be only between players on the same map level, and when one of you is moving up or down the level, all the diplomatic relations are terminated. Let's have a quick look at our bank, which must be ready by now, and then move to the last tutorial step. That's the bank, and that's the vault, which will protect 10,000 gold if enemy attacks you. Keep upgrading your bank to unlock more options. Okay, back to the tutorial. This is the last step of the tutorial. You can research special upgrades in your library that will unlock new features for your town and improve the overall efficiency of your troops. After researching leadership, you will be able to hire commanders. And after researching ability, you will be able to hire a mayor. But the first and most important upgrade is researching your town class. Build the library and start researching a town class. As soon as you get to this tutorial step, you will receive a message in your inbox. Selecting town class. This message is the first one of the series of Undecima guidelines that you will start receiving on a regular basis once a day, and it contains some very useful information that you should read before making a choice for your town class. You can see all Undecima guidelines on Undecima help portal right here, and there is a plentiful of useful information on how to play Undecima after you complete this tutorial. Now let's go back to our building quarters. Building the library requires upgrading your town hall to level 10. We have enough coins to boost this one. Next, the library. Boost whatever you can. We'll have to wait a bit. Our library is almost ready. Done. The last set of free upgrades. Once more, consider carefully which town class you want to select, as you won't be able to change it later, and it will affect the way of your gameplay. Click research and we are done. This concludes our video tutorial, and we have a nice little town ready for further expansion and glory. If you have any questions, feel free to ask here or on the Undecima forum. Thank you for watching this video, and remember to subscribe to this channel for more video guides and strategies to play Undecima.